Let's look at the scale of what kills us the most on the energy level. The first one is emotional joy of small capacity. The second one is pride and self-significance. It's unused energy that comes to us from outside, and we have underdeveloped it there. And when we've developed it by 10% to 30%, we release the remaining 70% as self-significance, which essentially is the dependence on other people's opinions. Thus, it indicates that we are living through other people's programs and not our own, which insinuates the destruction of our program that begins to set the self-destruction program into action. But in fact, the destruction of those programs we depend on. I hope I'm already giving you so much detail that it will make perfect sense to you. Then there is the rush. It is when we don't want to use the whole resource, and when we take pleasure, we use the whole resource. When we enjoy, when we take pleasure in the process, which means when we're not rushing, we get our kicks from a cup of coffee, from the car we drive, from the music we listen to, from the communication we're in, from the street we're walking on. So when we do something consciously, here and now, and we are not in a hurry, we produce the states that multiply the energy of that state in the future, and everything builds on it. When we rush, we don't experience pleasure. We destroy the future and everything sags there. That means we don't want to build the novelty there. Why is that? Because when we spend money with pleasure and we get a product that we derive joy from, then even more pleasure energy comes out, and on that pleasure energy, more money comes in with which we will buy even better things and gain even more fulfillment. That pleasure will form even more money, and it's a never-ending process of expansion. And that is why the words wealth, development, prestige, reaching new frontiers, all of them have to only do with upscaling, productizing yourself, but in no way with self-significance, vanity, or wanting to save the entire world. It's just a survival necessity because when the pleasure energy comes in, you need to realize it into even greater, larger pleasure and expand. Do repairs already not only in your apartment, but also in your house, on your street, in your city, and so forth. People who live in a negative program, their principle is, the worse the better. The more stupid people, the more beggars, the more uneducated ones, it is better for them because they live in a negative mode. But when high-frequency programs come, they start destroying these guys, and then they need to destroy somebody in order to make a sacrifice to stay in that old mode. To put it crudely, due to the fact that we're stupid and we don't live up to our program, we have to kill something to eat it, whether it's a plant or a living organism, in order to compensate for the possibility of our life. So we are sinful in life as we fulfill our program, and in order to fulfill it, we have to kill the other, consume it, and by that, to survive and live on. So, low-frequency people, in order to survive, they massively start, wars or some cataclysms and some dictatorial regimes. In order to survive, they destroy and get energy because they are stupid and don't know how to think, speak, and act creatively.